train of thought. Grabbed it. Okay. So, first we're going to start out with some movie reviews because, we got to take advantage of this platform, to at least tell you about some movies.
Might as well.
So, because we watch them like every week. So, might as well give you some, a little synopsis, just a little something, a little takeaway that might help you either decide that you want to go see this movie or that movie, this new movie release, or just give you something to talk about when someone asks you, hey, did you see that movie? And you can say, well, no, you don't have to even tell them no. You can just say, oh, well, Chris said this. I'm talking with Brito, so I'll just use this and make myself sound smart. And then all you have to do is throw it out there, and then the other person will talk about it. And then all you have to do is nod your head. Mm-hmm. I do that a lot. It's like most people who want to talk, you just let them talk and you just listen. And then you're the best conversationalist ever. Why? Because you didn't say a damn thing.
Exactly.
It's weird. But you're like I'm reading that Warrior book I told you about, or I said that one podcast. Yeah. And they were like, just listen, just let a fool talk. Yeah, a Cat Warrior. Dude,
have you ever read those books?
No, my daughter reads those.
I called that. I so called that.
Yeah, Jayla, she has like the whole. We bought her a set for Christmas. She's read like all of the others from the library. Yeah. She loves that thing. She's online with the cat. They have like a online thing.
Oh yeah, it's a huge popular thing.
Yeah, I'm like. Cat Warrior. She was very. She
never
loves
read it, but I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, she enjoys it. Yeah. I'm like, I know. I think I read like
this is like paragraph. You with vampires.
Yes, basically that's what she is. She's like me with vampires, and she knows damn well I hate cats, so she just does it out of spite. So maybe she will go. No, Jayla.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she's cool. Leah. Oh, okay.
Because she's spiting you.
I know, right? No, but maybe this is just the beginning of the evolution into vampirism. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's going to turn into werewolfism.
Oh, damn. Is that a step before vampirism?
I would think cats.
Witches. What about witches?
People. Maybe witches.
Yeah, that's possible.
Has she ever read The Witches by Roald Dahl?
No.
You should definitely.
I think we have that. We have that on ebook. I should give that to her. Yeah,
Roald Dahl is amazing. You should let her read all of his books.
Yes, I would like them to. Yeah. I would like them to. Cause
at least do the BFG before the movie comes out.
The BFG.
Yeah, Big Friendly Giant.
BFG, big motherfucking giant.
BMFG.
The BMFG. No, the M is silent.
Big other fucking giant.
Or whatever. Okay, y'all. Let's
big
get to this.
Fucking.
So, what was I?
We're talking about the reviews.
Yes, there we go.
Before we get to the reviews, I want to shout out a recommendation because these movies aren't that scary.
Yeah.
They're not scary, but they're really good.
Yes. Okay.
But I want to shout out to Lights Out trailer. Everyone should go watch that.
You really should. It's fucking creepy. I watched like a second or two of it and I looked away because I just like I said
before. I was alone in the theater being like,
Yeah, I wasn't. No, I made sure I looked away because I still get creeped out when I'm alone.
Yeah.
I know I've worked in the same place for like years and I work late hours sometimes. I'm there by myself. But every now and then.
Oh yeah, there's always that like
you get that.
Or you feel
like you get that tingle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it would, it's like Spidey sense, but it's like your scared shitless sense. Mm-hmm. You're like, or they say sometimes, it's just like, you feel something.
Yeah.
A presence maybe in it that causes the little shingles or the goosebumps or the like down the spine. That's how I usually get. I get that. You need that tingle like something's warning me to duck.
It didn't help that I had a glare on the side of my glasses.
Oh yeah.
In the theater the whole time, and like I kept on seeing like a white image on the side. I'm like looking.
Yeah.
No.
Don't you hate that when you see that thing and you can't like picture it? You know what freaked me out? What freaks me out a lot? I don't know. It's like if I leave the light on upstairs.
Yeah.
And it's shining down, I always fear, because when I sat down in my auditorium, I sat right in the middle.
Yeah.
And so that one light above 7, right, is peering down into the theater. Yeah. So it's on you.
Yeah.
And so what freaks me out is like, I don't ever want to sit there.
And then it turning on.
I had to move because, or like maybe something moves in front of it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then I would
something
see
like
it.
that happened.
And I was,
number one, and I thought it was you.
See, I even got freaked the chills thinking about it now because it freaks me out, and I know I shouldn't be freaked out because nothing's up there. I have,
like
someone has
like
done
near
a
the
joke
end
like
of
that.
my movie during Green Room, right?
Yeah,
and I'm like, I could have sworn I saw something like move in front of it. I like look back, thinking like it was like right,
like a little,
like when the credits were coming over.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you were like waving high or something, and like I look up and I'm like, there's no one there. There's no one.
It's
there.
just your mind messing with you, man.
And I know something did wipe it. Though.
No, it's just maybe it's
something.
Sometimes
did.
like moths will be attracted to the light, and they'll like go in front of it or something. Or it wasn't me though.
It wasn't.
It's possible because your movie was good. No, it was on number 2, right?
1.
It's possible.
I was on 1.
It's possible I was around because I was around that area going back and forth.
Yeah.
So I could have like just impeded the light source somehow or turned it off or something. It was maybe something because you were still running it while movies were still going. Yeah. So it's possible that I maybe flipped that light switch and that could have gave the.
But this was like at the end.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah. Which, God, what time did I finish? I finished at like 2:30ish.
2:30.
No, 2ish.
Yeah,
because I got home around.
2. Okay.
I got home around 2:30 because I was just moseying my way home.
Yeah.
Looking over my back, being like, "Oh, there she is."
Freaking out. Just freaking yourself out.
Did I ever tell you I'm terrified of the freaking street sweeper guy? Because he almost hit me one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like walking through the parking garage area, and like I don't think he sees me, and like he goes in like without looking or anything.
Yeah.
And like he almost hits me. I'm like, run, because I'm like fuck.
Oh, in his defense though, he probably didn't see you.
Yeah. I mean, the lights were on though.
Oh, they were.
The lights were on.
In his defense, though, he probably wasn't
expecting
paying attention. So
I can't blame him, but at the same time,
so
it
he
scared
probably
the
would have just
shit
ran
out of
over
me.
your ass. Because I'm pretty sure he only like really pays attention if he sees you like a car, if you're or if you're in his direct line of sight, you know, because then the beam of light will usually, because that's usually when we're coming out and we're right next to our vehicles, and he's slowing down as he's like burrowing through all of these around this park. Yeah. I mean, this parking lot. All right. So you watched The Green Room this week.
Yes.
All right. Give the people, because this movie
came out already.
A couple weeks ago. It was limited.
It was also on the festival circuit too.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it in the festival circuit, you haven't seen it the 2 weeks it's been out.
Yeah.
On a limited release. Is it on a wide release now? That's why we get it?
No, I think, it's wider. Let's put it like that. But yet limited theaters. Yeah. It's not going to go to every theater, but
exactly.
Select.
But the movie is about this, this punk band. They're down on their luck, and they get a show at a certain bar that's not quite that good. It's a skinhead bar. And,
yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of racism.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't help that one of them's Jewish, but they don't know that. But what's it called? And, they finish their set, first, they have a problem because they play, what's it called? Fuck You Nazi Punks. And then they play their actual set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and fucking Maybe from Arrested Development is in this.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm like, holy shit, it's Maybe.
Yeah. I love Maybe.
She's so good. Right? She's really good in this too. Everyone gave a great performance.
I might go see this.
You should see this.
I might go see this.
Like, it had me on the edge of my chair.
Did it?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Like, I don't know if it's because Lights Out helped me get like the chill factor in, but like the chilling factor, like the goosebumps and stuff kind of stayed throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Just being like creeped out and like feeling uneased. Yeah.
So give the people a little something to a conversational starter. Like if someone asks them, have you seen this movie? Yeah, they don't want to admit that they didn't. Just a little something.
You like punk rock? You should see this. But if it's an older person, I'll be like, you like Patrick Stewart? He's in this.
So how did Patrick Stewart did an awesome job in this movie?
Yeah, he was an amazing villain.
See,
like
exactly.
He was
that's your talking point right there.
Patrick
Stewart. All you have to do, if someone asks you the question, have you seen this movie? You be like, wasn't Patrick Stewart just amazing? And then boom, next thing you know, they'll go off the hinge.
Wasn't Maybe amazing?
Wasn't it so pleasant to see Maybe? Just keep asking questions, and then you avoid admitting that you never saw this movie. And so you can remain part of the conversation.
Yep.
Instead of like that one kid that who says, oh, I didn't see it. And so everyone kind of like turns their back on you and looks away and like, ugh, whatever. And then you go eat your lunch over there.
Go eat your chimichanga somewhere
Yeah,
else.
your chimichang somewhere else.
Your mini chimis.
So that's a recommendation from Chris. I watched
Strong
2 movies this week. I watched Money
Monster.
Almost forgot that one again. I always go to Money Madness, and
It would make sense.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I watched The Darkness. Now, here we go.
I'm really curious about The Darkness. Because it's the only of those 2 I wanted to watch.
Man, okay.
Was Kevin Bacon not in it enough?
Oh, he was in it enough.
That's all I care about.
You know, and if the Baconator wasn't in there, I probably would really shit on this film.
Yeah, I would have not watched it at all. I would have been like, whatever.
But
It's got Kevin Bacon.
it's got the bacon in it.
Yeah.
So I had to, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm all right with this. But, okay, my thing is, okay, if someone asks you if you've seen this movie, you just ask them in return, have you seen Poltergeist?
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought.
Okay. I would ask them that because...
It's Poltergeist with finger paints.
Yeah. Poltergeist. Poltergeist or Poltergeist?
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
I know so much German now because of Green Room.
Okay. Poltergeist. Okay. I still don't like Poltergeist. Okay. I was Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Yeah, let's make whatever. Okay.
You don't speak German, you can't blame me.
Yeah. So that's basically, and I'm kind of annoyed by this. So I would say, if someone asks you, you would say, hey, I would ask them, hey, did you watch that remake of Poltergeist that was released?
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
No, Poultrygeist.
Poltergeist.
That's a different movie.
Poltergeist that was released last year in the theaters. And if they say, no, I didn't. Well, you didn't have to. You just watch this one.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what it is. It gave me that vibe of just Poltergeist. It had all the elements of Poltergeist.
It's around the same
even
time
had
as last year.
Yes, it is, right?
Yeah.
It even had a little Latin woman soothsayer.
Yeah, of course.
Who was going to extract the demons from your home. And why do we keep taking things? Okay. In Poltergeist, they lived on a burial ground.
They lived on the burial ground. They just moved the gravestones, but they didn't move the bodies.
Yes.
And this one, stones.
This kid takes the stones.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is,
they should have brought Indiana Jones to save him.
Here's another question: if someone asks you if you've seen this movie, you can say, "Yeah, really? Isn't that weird how they came to the realization that this entity was in their home?" Because it is such a cop out.
Yeah.
All I have to do is type this into Google and it's going to answer all of my questions about this thing in my house. Actually, yes, because it is Google. Google has answers to everything.
They do.
So I would,
We found out what a polecat was.
Yeah, exactly. Just recently.
Yeah, literally.
I was wondering, in Looney Tunes cartoons, when freaking Yosemite is always calling people a polecat, I'm like, what the hell's a polecat? Yeah. Just it's a cat on a pole? Thing. It's a weasel thing.
Yeah.
Just like this movie. This movie is Poltergeist. But
a weasel thing.
Yeah, but with weasels.
But with a little hint of Arizona.
So, now.
Firebuck says they didn't film in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what it's supposed to be, right? Yeah. The Aztecians. No, it's this other.
Aztecs.
It's this other Indian.
Would have been
tribe. Azians. It starts with the A.
Azumagadaya.
Yeah, I can't remember. But
that one's a shout out to Sam. She'll get it.
Was it enjoyable? I would say this movie was kind of cool if they didn't concentrate more. If they didn't, it's a supernatural movie with supernatural elements, but yet the family dynamic is what was more intriguing. Mm-hmm. Because you have a kid with autism.
Oh, does he?
And then you have a kid, and then you have the other kid who's suffering from bulimia. And so what happens is once you let this spirit into your home, it starts bringing out all your darkness. Yeah. So whatever and then the couple is going through a thing. So their darkness comes into play as well. And so this darkness starts consuming them.
Whoa.
And
She's married to Kevin Bacon. How can there be any darkness?
Right?
It's fucking
But
Kevin
you would have to
Bacon.
watch the movie.
Yeah.
As to see why.
I still have to see fucking Keanu before this crap.
Oh, okay. But yeah, and I just referenced the darkness of the family without even thinking that I was referencing the title of the movie.
Yeah.
So that's basically what it's about. But yet they have this stain on the wall, and that's dark too. So whatever. But I would say Poltergeist. That's what you're gonna think when you see this.
Instead.
You know, if you really want Poltergeist, if you haven't watched the first one in a long time and you totally missed out, or you have a bad taste in your mouth from last year, then just watch this one. Okay.
Makes sense.
All right, let's go to Money Madness.
Money Monster.
Money Monster. Movie's actually freaking superb. I love it.
I would presume. I mean, Jodie Foster with some
doing a great job with George Clooney and Julia Roberts.
Did you go into that spotlight? She's probably talking about that website.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's my mom. Of course.
It's always your mom.
It's that or Sam.
Yeah, right. But I would, my thing is, someone asks you if you've seen this movie and they've already seen it, I would say, you know what? Do you really think, ask yourself this, ask the question, do you think it was a commentary on the media? How we take the media, that we consume on a daily basis with news outlets such as Fox News, because George Clooney plays like someone like a TV personality.
I can't think of what the show is.
Who is an economic who's an economic and I wouldn't say expert, but I would say he's a personality on television who gives advice on the financial on the financial market on the financial market. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. So, and he plays one of these outrageous characters who, you go on there and they're loud. Like Michael Kramer is something Kramer. He's like on one of these TV. He's like an equivalent to that. He's like the real life equivalent. Mm-hmm. He's on I think CNN or Fox News. I'm not sure, but he's like this over the top character, and he's very vibrant, and he's very loud, and basically, this is George Clooney being smooth money man, but yet it takes a twist when a guy comes into this is all in the trailer.
Yeah, I was about to
comes into and takes basically the network and takes the channel and George Clooney, the personality, hostage, and he wants to know where his money is going because he just lost a huge sum of money. Yeah. But it's some of the turns, whereas you think they did a good job. I think a lot of it was in the writing, where they took a lot of things into consideration. And there are some scenes where you think it's totally misleading. You think, oh, it's going to go this way, but then it totally just veers off and goes the other way. And it's such a nice shock to you, you surprised. It had me at I was like, oh, grasp, I did one of those moments, and I had put my hand over my mouth at this one part, and it's so great. And the performances, you can't really talk about performances because they're going to be good.
They're going to bring.
They have some great actors in there, and they all performed very well in this movie. And so I would ask them about that. I was asked more so, do you think Jodie Foster was taking more? Do you think this was a movie more about media control or media consumption? And so, if anyone asks you that, that's what you would. That's a conversational starter. If you didn't see the movie, but you want to play, you want to play like you did see the movie, just do that. Ask that question. You will start a dialogue that that will turn, or that basically will veer away from the actual movie and turn into something else. And so then, hey, everyone's a win-win in this situation. So, hey, that's our movie reviews for this week. So now we're going to get to
the nitty gritty,
which is Friday the 13th.
Burrito.